What is going on, guys? Cody Jones here. Strive to do better. It is Sunday, August 24th. 25th. Don't even know the date. I'm here with my boy Ryan the Viking Sauce here.
What's up?
We're about to head to South Portland for a squat seminar.
By one of the greatest.
One of the greatest.
One of the greatest, probably the greatest in this era right now. As far as I know, still has, I think, the biggest raw total, which is I think 25 something, which is ridiculous. Should be a good seminar. I mean, should learn a lot. Once in a lifetime experience, so we had to do it. It's pretty cheap, not far, pretty local. I recommend anyone that you follow or you like, if they come anywhere close to you, even within an hour, maybe even 2, I'd be willing to drive. I mean, depends on who it is, So we got this seminar, been waiting on this for a few months now. So it should be good. It should be an exciting day. Should learn a lot, meet some new people, head to a new gym that we've never been to. So that'll be cool. Maybe come back and train there someday, do another video, in another series Cody's trying to do. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it should be fun. It's nice out. Let's get it.
Yeah.
You know the jungle has its rules, and I just gotta keep it cool, and I'll be treated like a tool. So don't be acting like a fool. Look at you sobbing like a moon, tryna get everybody's cool. Go ahead and jump into the pool. It might just be the time for you to do better for
I'm
yourself.
starving. Just picked up some breakfast sandwich. This thing, tiny. That's like 3 bites. 3 bites. Had to get me some caffeine. It's too early. It's way too early.
Do better for yourself. Do better for yourself. Do better for yourself.
Hi everyone, this is Andrey Malanichev, and today you are attending his seminar. Andrey doesn't speak English at all, so I'll be translating everything for you today. Today our topic is squat. Squat is very difficult, both technically and physically. And moreover, it's very hard to do it in a safe way.
Можно много встретить разных видео, где люди ломают, наносят ущерб, если они неправильно делают.
The proper technique helps you not only to lift as much as you want, but also to stay healthy as long as possible.
Поэтому я попробовал объяснить все просто, без всяких там, без всякой шелухи,
And today Andrew will share his own experience about how to be competitive with longevity and good health for more than 1 decade.
Да. Вот фактически я был такой.
So weightlifter squat looks like this. The first thing
Штанга лежит наверху.
is about the bar placement. It goes very high on the back.
Да, спина ровно, не наклоняется ни сюда, ни сюда.
Back is squeezed and tight, go straight down vertically.
Да, таким образом я снимаю нагрузку со спины, и у меня основная нагрузка переходит на ноги.
The position of the bar means that the most load during the exercise goes to the quadriceps.
Да. В принципе, если вы просто тренируетесь для себя и не хотите там выступать, или вы не стремитесь к каким-то большим весам, это идеальная техника.
Weightlifter squat is very good for general strength development. If you are not planning to compete in powerlifting, you can do weightlifter squat only.
И стремление в пауэрлифтинге присесть на раз как можно больше.
To the contrast, powerlifter's squat is a squat, the main goal of which is to squat as much as possible. It is the main movement, and to squat as much as you can, you have to include as much muscles as possible into work. This means that you have to squat not only with the help of your legs, but also with the help of your back muscles.
Ниже.
So the bar goes lower in the area of the rear delts.
Потому что мне надо максимально включить спину
This helps to incorporate back muscles into work.
и распределить нагрузку между ногами и спиной.
And the load goes very balanced through back muscles and through leg muscles.
Вот. Ну а дальше то же самое. Я ставлю ноги на ширине плеч или чуть шире, развожу носки в сторону для того, чтобы развести колени при приседе.
So for starting position, toes are going out, which helps to move knees a little bit out, which on its turn helps to make a more balanced position.
Да. И еще одна важная вещь – держать спину вставленной и выгнутой немножко.
During powerlifting squat, it's very important to keep your back squeezed and tight during the whole movement.
Да, при таком движении у меня получается жесткое движение. Вот. Если я спину наклонив вперед, сгорблюсь, то у меня движение не получится. Меня в середине точки сломает и наклонит вперед.
It is almost impossible to squat with round back during powerlifting squat because back is very important and its position is very important for successful implementation of the squat.
Да, поэтому если вы приседаете со стоек, очень важно правильно снять штангу, правильно отойти и закрепиться.
The other important thing about squat from racks is to perform a walkout and unraking the bar.
Это первое. Снимать надо всегда с двух ног. С одной ноги нельзя снимать.
The proper way of this is a mistake of unraking the bar.
Потому что даже если легкий вес, он все равно немножко косит в сторону. И это может принести со временем ущерб вашему здоровью.
The proper way to unrack the bar needs 2 feet because if you will be unracking with 1 foot, it can lead to different injuries and because the position of unracking won't be stable.
Я не должен снимать штангу с кривой спиной.
The other mistake is unracking the bar with round back.
Потому что при большом весе я потом уже не смогу ее выпрямить.
Because it's almost impossible to reset your back when the bar is already on your back.
Да, снимать надо вставленную спину.
So you have to unrack the bar with your both feet under the bar, keep them a little bit closer to each other, and with your back straight and fixed.
Ну и одно из самых важных еще отход назад. Шагов не должно быть много.
Before we walk out, you have to keep in mind that the less steps you do, the better.
То есть мы все объяснили, да? Есть ли какие-то вопросы?
So this is like the basics of technique. Andrey's approach is very basic. He just doesn't pay attention to all these small things. This is how he sets up for squat. Do you have any questions regarding setting up the squat?
You have like breathing, like.
Да, это важное движение, ну, объясним, что дыхание, вдох, приход, на выдохе встаем.
He just keeps in mind to inhale before performing the squat, keeping the breath while moving down, and exhaling when he stands up. So, but he's not doing it very deep, because if he will be inhaling very deep, the spine position, the back position will change, and the bar can roll down, and the starting position will be like wrong, not the same which he preferred to squat with.
How tight is he actually staying when he's like unracking, walking out? Like as far as like full body tension, is he trying to really focus on like gripping the floor with his feet? Is he really trying to focus on like keeping his upper back really tight?
Как сильно ты стараешься сжаться, пока He tries not to overdo with this. The only thing he pays attention to is to keep his shoulder blades close enough to each other, which will help to keep the back very stable and fixed during the movement. He doesn't pay attention to any other things for unraking. He just tries to keep his, not overdo with this, not to overburn himself at the very beginning. If you always feel overtrained and don't have any motivation to go to the gym and train, it means that you have to change your program. Because most of the time during the prep, before the final weeks, you have to be very fresh and excited about training.
Now, would that be the same whether it was a natural athlete or somebody that's taking drugs? I mean, would it incorporate the same programming?
Это ко всем относится.
It is for everybody.
Okay.
Здесь опять вот,
Because if you feel overtrained, it means that the very important part of training, recovery, is absent. Because if you are recovered enough, you feel drive and motivation to go to the gym and train. And also you've got energy for this. But if you are fatigued and overtrained, it means that there is really something wrong with your program.
How does he approach going into a contest where he'll have to do 9 maximal lifts in the same day? Is there any form of conditioning, or is he just really focused on recovery coming into that meet so that he's capable of a long day of athleticism?
To do 9 of 9 in the platform, again, this is all about programming. Because we'll discuss it a little bit later in his programming part, but this, like, if you want to do 9 of 9 on the platform, you have to be sure that your program is right, that you performed the right numbers for your last heavy session, that you made your last heavy session on the very needed time when you will be able to recover, that you deload it in a proper way, and that you take 5 days off before the meeting day.
Now, I've found that with me, and I've seen other lifters from squatting. I don't know if it's from where I'm placing the bar, but I have severe tendon pain just from squatting. I don't know where else it would come from. I don't know else how to kind of get rid of that. I don't know if it's because I'm setting the weight on my hand, or if I should be securing the weight with hands over and pulling down.
What's the grip position? Narrow or wide?
Pretty close, probably here.
Да, потому что при такой нагрузке очень сильная нагрузка идет. Скажем, у меня тоже болели локти. Я делаю так, я перед подходом или обматываю легким бинтом, или одеваю плотный такой напульсник.
He has the same issues, and what he is doing is it's very hard for him to find the suitable size of elbow sleeves, but he just puts knee sleeves on elbows.
Да, и перед приседанием надо разминать, не гладить, а гладить там.
And it's good to do deep tissue massage.
Does he ice it?
Да.
He's not icing it
No?
now.
Да. И браться не сразу узко, и не сразу вот правильно. Сначала потянуть просто вот.
And like for warm up before squats, he's doing this
У меня тоже
exercise.
болит вот здесь вот поначалу. Я разминаю все это. Потом я просто тяну. Я подхожу, раз. Сначала я наверх кладу штангу. Вот так вот. Встаю, растягиваю. Потом я опускаю уже ниже, вот сюда.
Yeah, he is doing some sort of stretching movements before squat. So firstly, he places the bar on the top of the trapezius and just hold this position. So it's just static stretch, yeah. And then he places the bar lower and again do some static stretch.
То есть вот эту часть, вот эту, ну, сделать так. Ее надо нагружать постепенно. Ну, сильнее, а не сразу давать.
Yeah, just you have to load it consistently, not on one time. And always use elbow sleeves or elbow wraps, medical wraps on your elbows, and do it wide enough.
Да, перед каждым подходом наматывать бинт.
Yeah. Even if it's a light training session, you have to protect your tendons. Okay, the next question.
Does he do any other type of like squat variation, like safety squat bar, duck low bar, or does he just believe in traditional squatting? And then is there any main accessory he likes to do after squatting, or just basically squatting?
He's doing only squat with a classic bar, and if you had or if anybody else had issues with like explosive power, second phase of the squat, he advises just to do the same squat with the same bar, but let's say with stop, with pose, or something else.
Yeah.
So he says that if you are doing like competitive powerlifting, it's better to do competitive style of squat with the same bar. As for accessories, he doesn't believe in any specific ones, and in general he doesn't love them. But the good like accessory movement for developing leg muscles and squat for progression in squat could be leg press.
You mentioned earlier you should only do 90% in the gym. If you compete often, I can see that as being an easy way to determine what 90% is, but if I compete once every couple of years at this rate right now, how do you go about picking what 90% is? Do you pick that based off a goal at the beginning of your training? Is it based off your previous, say my last contest was last November, so me picking a max based off that would be outdated. How does he come up with those numbers and to go through training, and does he make any adjustments if he finds he overshot or undershot as he gets in the closer contest?
Как все выясняешь, эти 90%, которые ты будешь приседать за это? Он, например, выступает один раз в год, или один раз в 2 года, и очень сложно понять, какого результата вычислять эти 90%.
Потому что он очень редко выступает. Поэтому ты просто, это очень большой период, и
Как мы вычислить?
ты их не вытянешь, 90%, ну, ты должен присесть на 2 повторения в зале, на 2-3 повторения. Вот 90%.
То есть просто найти какой-то другой вес, который он может присесть?
Да, от максимального веса, когда начинается подготовка, вот он начал готовиться, он пришел в зал, присел максимально, на раз там, присел, привет, пожал максимально, потянул. Вот он это все сделал, и с этого уже расписывается программа по процентам, сколько надо сделать.
So, like if you are competing not very often, you can do like 100% before you prep. Like imagine that you have a prep, that you have a competition, you do a mock meet in the gym, and according to these results, you make the program. And according to these results, you make your 90%.
Да, можно писать.
Yeah, so it's just like if you don't compete very often, it doesn't mean that you are not able to find your results.
But you shouldn't be guessing, you should base it off some truth.
Yes, and of course after doing all this mock meet in the gym, you have to take a couple of weeks off.
How many times do you think you can compete in a year with still maximizing training, fully recovering, and still making progress?
It's okay to compete 3 times per year.
Still make progress?
Yes.
Да. Скажи про силу, силу-то она можно ее развивать дальше и дальше. Glавное подобрать правильное восстановление.
It's all about the recovery. When you're young, it just takes only a few days for you to recover. Like you could do it even without being fully recovered. But when you are over 40, you can't do anything without being fully recovered. That's why.
So I'm 30, and I compete probably once a year. I don't know if I can compete more, but I like to train like a whole year to get the most out of it.
Compete more frequently.
30 это самый идет
Yes,
мужчина,
30
самый
is
подъем.
the best age for new progress, for cool results, so you can compete up to 5.
Я в 30 стал показывать свои лучшие результаты.
He started showing his best results in the age of 30. He just started doing it, so yeah. It's the best time for new progress.
Что у тебя 10 лет.
You've got at least 10 years to realize yourself, to fulfill yourself in the powerlifting.
Good.
Otherwise it will be just painful and it won't bring you any results, any benefits.
Поэтому я
So
полностью
you just-
растягиваю,
You stretch it
да,
on the side
и
and
накладываю.
cover it. Stretch.
Вот.
You stretch. You see?
Yep.
And cover it. It's already stretched. You're not relax the knee wrap.
Не знаю, возможно.
You can, sometimes they use a strap.
Yeah,
to make it,
shoelace, yeah.
Вот, не сюда, вот, а вот сюда.
It places the end of the mirror places somewhere.
Если коленка замотана правильно.
Yeah.
Хорошо, так,
This is
нагоняешь.
how it
Easy release too, yeah.
Все,
my camera died in the middle of the seminar because I kind of just left it running, and the battery drains the longer you have it running with like no stoppage in between. Final thoughts, I think it was really cool. Andrey seems like a super humble dude. He basically gave us all tips on our squats and kind of gave us an insight as to how he trains recovery wise, and like you saw, everybody was asking him questions. This lighting's amazing. Overall, it was worth it. And whenever you have like the opportunity to, like, whatever industry you're in, like, you gotta learn from people who have like been where you want to go or have a little more knowledge than you do. You gotta go to events, you gotta meet people, get out there and talk to people and learn from others who are like the elite, like the top of the top. Like Andrey has like the world record total. It doesn't get much better than that. Basically, you gotta learn, you gotta keep learning, you gotta keep opening your mind to new experiences, new ideas from people who know more than you. And you gotta always be a student of the game. Pre-workout shake. But we're not going to the gym today. Just going for a run. And I don't want to go for a run. I envy the people who can like wake up and just like, oh, I can't wait to go for my run. People that are like anxious, like they set out their running clothes the day before. They wake up at like 5 a.m. and start jogging. Like, dude, I have no motivation to do that. And that's why I'm training this way. And that's why I'm kind of like mentally, it's more mental training for me. It really is. Because I'm just so not used to it. I want to go to the gym. I want to lift weights. I want to lift heavy. I don't want to do this. Cardio? Cardio? I don't speak Spanish. I don't know what cardio means. But, yeah. You guys want to see something cute? They're both under the table. You can take pre-workout and get yourself amped up for the gym. You can't do that with a run. You can't take pre-workout right before a run. Unless you want to have a heart attack. Which I don't. I don't. But I wouldn't recommend anybody taking pre-workout before a run. So I'm not going to do that. It sucks. I just looked up motivational running videos. They don't get me motivated. They make me not want to run even more. It's like marathon video. These like two guys finishing out a marathon, and just watching it was like, nope. I really don't want to do this. But that's why I'm doing it. Because if I could wake up and love running every day, then I would. But I don't. And maybe after training the way I'm training, I will. But until then, running sucks. Alright, I'm gonna go running. I'll catch you guys later.
People wanna talk that talk in reality. You have not seen me in action. You think the come up comes overnight. You ain't behind the scenes. Trust me, these things don't just happen. No shade to Gerald, but G's don't come easy when you tryna eat out producing and rapping.
That was gross. That was a good run. Good run, but it sucked like they all do. Like, in a good way, it sucked. Because I had a good pace. First mile. So, here's the new training adventure. I'm running a half marathon in October. So that should be interesting. I ran 9 miles on Thursday. If you saw my Instagram post, you know. If you're not following me on Instagram, go follow my Instagram. So, I think this new training is going to be a challenge. I mean, it already is. But it's going to be good for me mentally. Because I hate running. The more I do it, the more I'll grow to like it, I think. And it's just a new style of training I'm not used to. Being in the gym 3 days a week and running 3 days a week is definitely tough because I miss bodybuilding. But it is what it is. So mile 1, decent 7 minutes, 17 second pace. Mile 2, I ran it in 7 minutes and 6 seconds. We were cruising. Found my stride. And then the last one, mile 3, was 7:39. But I gained 11 seconds on mile 2, so that's promising. But we're trying to run the half marathon in like that mile 2 pace. So yeah, we'll see about that. Haven't put out a video in a while and I apologize. But more videos coming soon. What do you guys think about the gray shirt? This was like one of the first original Strive to Do Better t-shirts. I only made a couple of them. I'm trying to figure out new line items for the new release, the new launch. Hoodies are coming, shakers are coming, wristbands maybe. Let me know what you guys want. You guys want a new t-shirt, new color, new style? Let me know in the comments. And I'll see what I can do. Women's performance tees. I gotta get ready for work. So, I'm gonna end the video here. Pretty quick one today. Minus the seminar, which was a great experience. I want to get back into more vlogs, more content, so expect more for sure. I did some cooking today, did some laundry. I was pretty busy after my run, so choose to strive. Have a good day.